Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. Um, I'm very behind again on videos. I got stuck at the live streams, and I just decided this week that I was either going to do live streams myself to catch up on them, or, hey, I'm going to do these recordings, but I'm going to treat these recordings as a live stream. I'm not going to edit them. Only thing I may edit is I may blur some things if while I'm recording my work laptop monitors come on and you can see them. Or I may blur recommended videos on the display window. But other than that, I'm just going to record, slap an intro and outro, and upload. So we'll probably do this first live stream of Amber Lynn's, which is this one, the very first We Need to Talk video. Now, I will say, I've heard one thing about this video, and that is that Mr. Snowflake is kind of annoying over in the chat, and I've watched the first 10 minutes of this when I was going to just take notes. But I don't have time to do all that, so we're just going to watch it and talk about it as we're watching it. So, and during those first 10 minutes that I watched, Mr. Snowflake was kind of annoying in the chat. I believe Mr. Snowflake did the Shaped by the Algorithm videos, which I have never watched. So, I don't know. But apparently there's some drama there. I have a coffee from a new local coffee shop called PJ's Coffee. So, we're going to set Amber Lynn at 1.25 speed and maybe get through the first hour in this video. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I am live.
You are.
Oh,
So this kicked off a whole new live Lynn era.
I'm nervous. This has been a long time. And we have a little Twinkie star back there.
Hey, Twinkie.
Twinkie! How you guys doing?
So,
I do already have slow mode on. It gave me that option even before coming
chat
out
over here.
Yes. Hi guys. Hello. Oh my gosh, so many of you are here. It's insane.
Get on with it.
Hello. Wow. Okay. Coming in hot. Yeah, back to live streaming. I have had so many requests for me to live stream, and I'm just like,
Really?
I don't know if I'll ever do it. Maybe. So I figured I would do it. Look at Twinkie.
Hey, you might as well. I guess, right? Love Twinkie.
Do you know when dogs are just laying there and their eyes are all squinted because they're so calm and just like comfy?
Somebody over here in the chat put in at Karina Kaboom checking. They're checking to see if Karina Kaboom is in the chat watching.
So cute. And this blanket right here is actually from a subscriber. It's the one with a chihuahua on it. So yeah.
Apparently,
oh yeah, I
Chantel
saw
was
that
streaming
Chantel
at the
was
same
gonna go
time.
live, and I think she has like a kitten or something. I saw that. I was like, that's a weird coincidence. Do I have leukemia? No, I do not.
That's a weird, random question.
It's a very weird question. What are we talking about today? Anything you guys want to talk about? This is open for you guys to ask me whatever you feel like you need to regarding, just the situations lately.
Did you see Mr. Snowflake's post on Under the Hood? I haven't heard of any of these things. I am a little bit out of the loop because I haven't been catching up on things. I don't watch other reactors. The only one that I watch occasionally is Zachary Michael. Since your hippie grandma hasn't uploaded anything since she had her baby. But yeah.
Can you address what Destiny has said? So
yep,
Destiny has said a lot, and I don't even know where to begin. So you guys can just ask me like individual questions, because that'll be easier for me to answer. And
I don't know. Mr. Snowflake posted.
Where did I get my choker from? This one? I have no idea. I am so
Probably
sorry.
Walmart.
Slowest form of suicide I've ever seen. I can say the same thing about people who like smoke cigarettes. Um, who
We're not talking about cigarettes.
do any sort of like drug, who drink alcohol. But thank you for the super chat. Why did you say My Sister's Keeper was an accurate, good movie adaptation of the book when the endings are entirely different? Did you read the book? I did read the book. That was actually one of my first books that I ever read by Jodi Picoult. In high school, I was a Jodi Picoult.
Never read it.
I was a big fan. I was a stan, if
You
you will.
actually
I actually had a friend in high school who got to like meet her in person, and I was totes jealous. But I did read the book, and I read it. It was like, oh my God, it's been a good like 11, 12 years. I didn't say that it was an accurate representation. I just said that it was a good movie. So yeah, sorry if I confused you on that one.
Somebody asking address, Destiny claiming you threatened to harm yourself. Oh, when did Destiny say that Feline is the same original wifey? I haven't seen that. Destiny did have a live stream before this whole live stream stuff that I haven't watched, so I may have to go back and watch some of Destiny's things before the ones that I've recorded.
Sorry, it's telling me to moderation activity is now hidden. I don't know what that means. Sorry, something weird just popped up. Okay, someone just asked, why have I blocked reactors on Instagram lately? Because I am just blocking anyone with ill intent, anyone who uses my.
Who says the reactors have ill intent? Good thing I'm not on anybody's radar, I guess, because I can still see everything. Nobody's blocked me. Because people don't know I exist. Shh. Subscribe, but don't tell anybody, I guess.
Social media as a way to twist my words or monetize what I'm saying. Like my Instagram Q&As are meant to be just like fun, and I did stop doing them for like a week now because
you do them and then you say they get hateful and you quit. It's this vicious cycle. Either do them or don't.
because they were just getting really heavy. And I really want them to be just like light, something fun for me to do, to talk to the people who enjoy me and just want to get to know me on like more of a personal level. But I just felt like it was just becoming more of a way for like reactors to monetize my words and like twist them. And I just
Really? Granted, I don't watch other reactors. Like I said a bit before, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
like am not okay with anyone who's around me for ill intent. Oh, thank you, Erin. I appreciate
You're
that so much.
insufferable. I mean, why do people come over to the chat just to be dicks? I mean,
what has been your favorite meal that I've made this past week? Ooh, that's hard. I made like this couscous moment. Oh my God, I don't know. I almost want to ask
couscous
Feline.
moment.
What's been the best meal that I've made this past week?
Show Twinkie star. Twinkie's right here in the background. Jeez. Some people just say the stupidest shit. Oh, Mr. Snowflake has entered the chat. Mr. Snowflake is right here. I'm not sure if you can see it on your screen. Mr. Snowflake saying, hey, everyone.
Baby girl. She sees someone. So you say the couscous one too?
Well,
Yeah,
stop asking these stupid questions.
Baby girl, it's okay. She thinks that she's a guard dog, and I'm like totally here for it.
And we're going to start seeing all kinds of snowflakes in the chat.
I have all my windows open right now.
Mr. Snowflake says, Amber, can you tell me what I twisted when I literally showed you your own words back to you? I don't know what Mr. Snowflake did. I don't watch Mr. Snow. I will say Mr. Snowflake is in the Narc Alert, the Narc Alerts Discord, which I'm also in that Discord, but I don't really pay attention to it. I'll get notifications for it, but I don't read them. So I don't know what Mr. Snowflake did, and I haven't watched any of his videos
right now. So when Twinkie sees someone walk, let's see. Baby girl, it's okay. They're not even out there anymore. So cute. Did you get the painted rock with your name on it? No, I haven't gotten a
Mm,
painted rock. I haven't opened any more PO if you're talking about like through my PO
excuse
box,
me.
I haven't opened anything else. So yeah, if you guys have sent me anything, I'm thinking about adding them back to vlogs because I don't think people are
Might as
enjoying
well.
like I don't know. I'm like trying to meet in the middle here. I'm trying to do content that people like, and I think I'm just getting like a little overwhelmed because it's like no matter what I do, like people aren't liking. Like people request for me to do something, I do it, and they don't like it, and then I just get confused because I'm just trying. I really am trying to do like
Sure,
what I want to
sure.
do, like what I enjoy and like what I want to do for me. But then I also want to listen to my supporters and like what they want me to do, and it's just like becoming I don't know, a little confusing. She's not answering the important questions. I am willing to literally answer anything, that has to do with me. If it has to do with
What the
anyone, like,
hell?
around me, then I'm not gonna answer it. How is therapy going? Therapy is going good. I have 2 more appointments before, I get to 12. Well, I have 11 and 12, and then I'm gonna keep going. Destiny's mom hit you.
Does his mom hate you? I haven't. I didn't see that question yet, but a lot of people saying that Destiny confirmed that this is the original girlfriend, which we already know it is. Um, I haven't seen that from Destiny. It could have been in an Instagram Q&A or something, or a Q&A video or something that I haven't seen. Um, uh, but we do have from one of Destiny's videos that Destiny's mother, when Amberlynn was talking about going full time YouTube, Destiny's mother didn't like it, and they got into an altercation, and she started hitting Amber with a K cup holder.
Yes, yes. It was it's not even just like she hit me, like she attacked me, and you know, this is something that, like, I obviously never told YouTube because I feel like there are certain things that you keep off of the internet, and there's a lot of personal things that Destiny has shared, and I don't think that's okay because I haven't shared anything personal that I've shared about Destiny, especially while in a relationship with her, I got permission. Um, I was not disrespecting her mom. I could actually tell you guys the whole story of what happened if you would like me to, and I know people are gonna choose to believe the more entertaining story, the side that makes me look like the bad guy, which is totally fine. But I feel like because this whole situation has been so heavy, I feel like it's only like it's important that I also get my side out. And I do want to say, even before I share the story, that me and Destiny's mom, her name is Mendy, so I'm going to say her name.
So, real quick, I will say that Destiny did confirm that in her like second half of 2016 video, or the beginning of 2017 video, one or the other, she did say that her mom was kind of attacking Amberlynn. Amberlynn was on the ground. Um, so she did say that it was more than just a one hit. Apparently, her mom was attacking Amberlynn, which isn't okay. So I know Amberlynn is an awful person a lot of times, and she was very disrespectful to Destiny's mother apparently as well. So, but to be physically attacked because you say that you want to do something else for a living is not okay. Uh, but let's see what else she says here.
Me and Mendy got really, really close after me and Destiny broke up. And, she wanted me to move in with her and she loved me as her daughter. Like something that really like hit home for me is like Destiny
Huh.
found after Mendy passed away, Destiny found a video on Mendy's phone, like a private video that she took saying how like I'm like a daughter to her. And y'all, my heart like literally broke. And so the story I am about to tell you very much
Everybody's saying they want her to answer Mr. Snowflake's question, but even if I will say that I do respect Amberlynn for one little thing, and that is not sharing that story herself to make herself look like a victim, because Amberlynn likes to make herself look like a victim. She's always the perpetual victim. That story came from Destiny, which Destiny can share anything she wants as well. We are seeing Destiny's side and information from the relationship that's already been shared by Amberlynn.
in the past very much like it's something that I healed from, but now I feel like these things are coming back and I'm feeling like re-triggered, like the trauma is happening all over again. And it has been really, really freaking hard. But the situation where her mom did give
Somebody over here saying you're claiming Destiny's mom hit you. Again, for people that haven't watched Destiny's videos, Destiny did tell this story first, and that's why people are asking about it in the chat.
violent with me. I feel like there needs to be a little bit of backstory. Destiny has been very open about her mom being an alcoholic, so it's not something that I am just saying because, like I said, I'm not going to say anything personal about anyone that either hasn't already been said or isn't about me because that's not my thing. So, Destiny's mom would drink a lot of alcohol, a lot, and something that everyone around Destiny's mom would notice is that when she would do that, she would act. See, I don't want to say anything rude because I love her mom.
So Destiny's mom has passed away, and if I were Amberlynn, I would just let it go and just say, look, it happened. We had our issues. We got closer later, but that's all. But apparently Amberlynn is going to go into more details here.
Mom so freaking much. She would just act. See, I can't even. I don't have a word for it, but for the lack of a better word or term, she would take out a lot of her anger on me, and that's something that Destiny noticed. People around her noticed, and I accepted it for a long time.
We don't have
I
confirmation
would
of
ignore
that.
it. I would do the best that I could to ignore it. I would leave the room, etc., etc. But there comes a time where someone does want to stick up for themselves. And I tried to stick up for myself a few times. So this one example was me and Destiny were sitting in the kitchen, the dining room table, and we were talking about work. And this is when we were both training to work at a place called Source HOV, which was data entry, which I absolutely loved. And we
Right.
had to train for 8 weeks. And this was around maybe like the 7th week or so. I was saying how like I love the job, I enjoy it, it's fun. But I remember saying like YouTube is also important to me, and it's something that I would love to do. So if I was weighing out my options, and Mendy was
People with all the snowflakes, and then Mr. Snowflake asking again, when did I twist your words? I showed you your own words.
in the living room, and she heard me and Destiny talk. And she got upset with what I was saying. And she was saying how she didn't agree with me doing YouTube and didn't think that I should do it and didn't want me to stay at home and just like gain all this weight and all this stuff. And at the time,
Somebody here saying Mindy, like the diet, and no, Mindy isn't a name.
because of everything else that had happened with me and Mindy prior to this incident, I felt myself just like my emotions, I exploded and I just started crying. And I said, this is none of your business. And thinking back now, it's like if none of these like incidences before that would have happened, me and Mindy could have had like a good discussion. We could have sat and we could have talked about it. But I remember because of everything else, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was like, it was like that one last drop in a cup that just made it overfill. And
So some people are just kind of dicks. I would have done more than hit you over the head with a cup holder. Violence isn't the answer. Amberlynn did have a job. She was working. She and Destiny did start that at the data entry place. I would say that Mindy should not have physically attacked Amberlynn like that. She could have talked to her about it and been like, hey, now from what Destiny said, it was because it was about how are you going to lose weight if you just stay home and do YouTube. Which is Amberlynn's choice to either lose weight or not. Nobody can make her do it. So, I would like to believe that Amberlynn and Destiny's mom got closer after Amberlynn and Destiny broke up, but I can't confirm that. Maybe Destiny can confirm that. But, I mean,
et cetera, et cetera. So I said, this is kind of like up to me because during that time, me and Destiny were actually looking for a place to live. Because I did not want to stay living there because every night I would come home from work and her mom would be drunk and she would just be irate at everything and anything and she would take it out on me. And several times Destiny and her siblings, they would get very mad at Mindy because of the way that she would act while drinking. So I remember when I said, this isn't up to you, this is up to me. whatever it may be, Mendy got really mad. And she said, "You know what, then I want you to leave." She was like kicking me out. I remember she went all the way upstairs. She started grabbing my perfume, and I think she threw like two down the stairs, two of my perfumes. And I started screaming because it's like I felt so much trauma. This was very much like, wow, okay, so this is how my dad used to act. And I think I was just like, it was so much. And it was all because I was just sitting there with Destiny, like expressing that, like, I get to outweigh, like, do I want to do YouTube or do I want to do this job or do I want to do both? It was such a simple conversation that I was having with
Both.
my partner. And
Yeah. I understand that if Destiny's mom didn't know if you were able to actually make money at YouTube, you're living at her house with Destiny, probably for free, and you were looking for your own place, would you be able to pay your own way? Or would you just be making videos, haha, videos at home, while Destiny is going to work and paying all the bills, which we know that ended up not being the case. Amberlynn ended up making quite good money on YouTube. But yeah, it's Amberlynn should also look at her own behavior during this time as well, because from Destiny, we're hearing that Amberlynn was very disrespectful to Destiny's mother. So two wrongs don't make a right. So
there was already so much animosity in that home. And I was trying so hard to move and I wanted to move. And long story short, I said something that I can't remember. If Destiny can remember, I would love for her to share that. But I think I blacked out. It felt like I did because the next thing I knew, Mendy was running down the stairs and then she started like literally punching me, slapping me. And I remember falling to the ground and she got a K cup, which was metal and it was pretty big. And she was hitting me over the head with it. I did not touch her. I did not hit her. I did not disrespect her in the way that like I feel like a lot of people probably thought. It was
somebody here saying, you usually don't know when you block out. I disagree. If you have a space of time that you can't remember and you wake up from something, you're gonna know you probably blocked out. Somebody here saying on Instagram that you don't black out. I don't know when Amberlynn said that, but probably a different context. I mean, if you're hit over the head with something, you might black out.
so many
Whoops.
times I would come home and just felt I was terrified to come home. So it was that day when because she was emotionally and mentally abusing me. So it was that day where it became physical, where I said, Destiny, we need to move. I I don't think I've ever found a place to move that quick in my life. So that is when we moved into the townhome. And I didn't care where we moved. We got very lucky with where we moved because I honestly at that time that was like the best place I've ever lived. It was like by myself. I was like so proud of myself. So that is why we moved so quickly is because I was being emotionally, mentally, and physically abused. And I said, I cannot do this anymore because that was my girlfriend's mom. I did not want to disrespect her. And through it all and through everything, me and Mendy were able to mend, for the lack of a better word. We were able to mend our relationship. I was able to heal. She was able to, say sorry. And she was very apologetic for everything that she did, everything that she said. And I wholeheartedly accepted that that was a part of her in the past. And we got really close. Her and I had cancer at the exact same time. And that also bonded us. And when I realized that I could lose her, like I think that also made me really, really close to her. Things happened in the past that like I wanted to stay there and I didn't want.
So again, people in the chat, Destiny brought this up. That's why Amberlynn is bringing it up. And I don't know. I nothing is ever Amberlynn's fault, of course, but again, Destiny's mother should not have physically attacked her or
Anyone to
verbally
know.
attacked her.
People always think that like I was using my channel as a way to
Just like Destiny shouldn't have, just like Amberlynn shouldn't have verbally attacked Destiny when Destiny was trying to visit her mother.
like air everyone's dirt and tell everyone's personal information and just to monetize it. And it was never like that. Anything that I ever shared about Destiny was because she gave me permission or And Destiny coming on here acting like, "I've never seen any of these videos, like, it's so crazy, like, why would she say some of these things?" Like, it's just straight up lies.
I don't believe Destiny said that. Granted, I haven't seen the Q&As Destiny has done, but she was saying that she doesn't watch Amberlynn. She didn't watch Amberlynn's videos because she was in them. Why would she go watch them?
And it's just like, I am here to admit anything that I did. Like, Destiny saying that I didn't shower while living with her mom is absolutely 100% her telling the truth. I did not shower while living with her mother because I could not fit in the shower. And it's like, for Destiny to come on here and to say that this is her healing while laughing at something as me not being able to fit in the shower, that's not.
I don't recall Destiny saying it was her healing, but maybe she did in a Q&A. I don't recall Destiny laughing about that either. She was just stating that it is what it is.
Not healing. That's being gross. That's being rude. And she knows what that's going to do. That was a part of my life that is like, everyone is going to use that
Excuse
as like,
me.
oh my God, that's the grossest thing in the world. Yeah, it was fucking rough. Every single day I had to shower outside of the shower, if that makes sense. Some people call that a whore bath. Some people call that a hoe bath. Some people, whatever. Everyone has a different way of.
Mr. Snowflake again over here in the chat. What words did I twist? So, yeah, Mr. Snowflake is going off in the chat and everybody else too. It's kind of
Saying it. But that is something that I experienced. And it was because I physically could not. Like, I think I might have shown the bathtub in a vlog, because I did vlog in the bathroom. So you guys can go back and look at those, whatever it may be. But I made sure to stay as clean as possible during that time. And it was fucking hard. It was fucking rough. I only moved to Kentucky for Destiny. And we had like no money. We had like no money. I made a little bit from YouTube. I started making the most money like around the time we moved to the townhome. As soon as I was able to start making money from the job we started, as soon as I was making money from YouTube, I used that to move because the situation I was in living there with her mom was mentally.
well, and also we heard from Destiny also that the stairs going upstairs weren't the best. They were very steep. They're not safe for anyone, let alone somebody in Berlin size. So I can see them wanting to get their own place just because one, they want their own space, and two, Amber probably wanted to get out of that situation, and they will, give Destiny's mom her space back.
And physically just so fucking hard for me. And for Destiny to like take this like personal stuff and like to sit there and like laugh about it with thousands of people, like it goes to show like her intentions. And her intentions are not to heal.
Mr.
Her
Snowflake again
intentions
in
are
the
to
chat.
monetize situations and things that I went through 7, 8 years ago, like almost a decade. That's like me coming, like it's just so crazy. It's 2023. That's like,
There is the question of why is Destiny doing this now? What is the purpose? What is the point of doing this now? And I said in the first video from Destiny's Tea that I think she's doing it because she wants to earn income, some extra income to pay for her wedding. But then again, she's also said they're just going to do a courthouse wedding. So I don't know. Probably just wanting to get some extra money as well. Because I don't see. I mean, they've been broken up for years. Destiny's gone through 3 other relationships since then. There was Dana, and then there was somebody else, I think, and then now there's Lexi.
me making a video in 2030 or 2031 and being like, you guys, I have to tell you about, like, it's so crazy. Like, I will never understand it. And another big thing that like a lot of people keep talking about is like, well, you monetized your relationship. Every single penny that I've ever made while in a relationship with someone, besides with Feline, Feline's the only person actually. We don't share money. We don't share a bank account. But while with Destiny, while with other people, all my money that I made was theirs. Anything that I made, they made. Does that make sense? So when people say, oh, well, you monetized and got all this money, so did they. They were part of it as well.
I will say that one thing that Amberlynn has done while in her relationships is she has shared her money with her partners, but at the same time, with Becky, she also held that over Becky and was financially abusive because she told Becky hey, you don't need to work, I'll take care of everything, which left Becky in a situation where if she wanted to leave the relationship and move out and get her own place and do her own thing, it was going to be very, very difficult.
Well, they were part of the show as well. And they also got that money. They could buy whatever they wanted, spend how much they wanted. Like, they never had to ask me, nothing. So it's like my channel wasn't my channel, it was our channel. And this is the first time I've ever been in a relationship where it's like, this isn't our channel, this is my channel and it's my money. And I've never had my own money. This is literally the first time. And it's so fucking
You've always had your own money, it's always been your money. You just chose to share finances with the people you were in a relationship with.
freeing that I like have my money and I have a partner who pays their way. And that's not shade towards anyone. That's just me trying to explain that, like, this whole thing about like, well, you made all this money, da da da. So did they.
You told Becky to not you told Becky you wanted her to quit her job at wherever she was working, the factory or whatever, because it was very physical labor intensive, and was hurting her back and stuff.
So did they. And it's like, even while Destiny's friend, I am able to admit when she's telling the truth, and I'm able to admit when the fuck she's lying. And when she sits there and says, like, I never asked Amberlynn for money, that is a fucking lie. I have all of the phones that I've ever had. Like, this is the phone that I have now. Any other phone that I've ever had, I literally have them in my closet. I could literally plug them in. I could literally charge the damn thing, and I can go look at text messages because Destiny is a liar. She asked me for money so many times, and every single time that I said no, she would freak the fuck out. I know I'm cussing a lot. I'm sorry. I told myself I was gonna be classy, but here I am. She would freak out
Wow.
when I didn't want to give her money, and she would get mad at me. We wouldn't hang out for weeks on end, months on end, and it's like the only time she wanted to ever be my friend.
Then show those text messages. I mean, I could see it being both ways. I could see Amberlynn giving Destiny and Dana money, helping pay bills, giving Destiny money, buying her things because she wanted to stay in her life, because she still cared about Destiny, and she was still in love with Destiny for a year after they broke up. Excuse me. And I could also see Destiny possibly asking for financial help if they needed it, but not wanting to say that. I don't know. Either or could be true. We have a she says, she says. Um, Only people that would know would be their girlfriends at that time, probably.
Friend or hang out with me. I'm gonna let you guys know that anytime that you guys ever saw her on my vlog as a friend, it's because I either paid for her gas to come to me, I either Venmoed her money to come to me, I paid for whatever we did, the food, the fucking movies, I paid for everything. If you ever saw us,
Mr. Snowflake over here saying, can anyone guess what else I have on Amber? Uh, huh. Interesting.
in a restaurant, it's because I paid. If you ever saw us going to the movies, it's because I paid. If you ever saw us at Walmart, it's because I paid. If you ever saw anything, it's because I paid. And yes, I did that willingly because that is the person that I am. So there comes to be, in my opinion, a fine line between, oh, you're using money, you're
Amber pretended her dad was dead on next episode? What the fuck? When has Amber pretended her dad was dead? Again, I don't watch Mr. Snowflake, so I don't.
how did she say it? I hold money over people's heads. I can understand where she is coming
I would say Amberlynn probably does do that. She definitely did that with Becky, absolutely. And she probably did that with Destiny a little bit too during the relationship.
from, because there was several times where I would, let's say an example, Destiny, we were hanging out, and she said something rude to me. You can even ask Dana. Destiny was a fucking cunt towards me on period.
Let's leave Dana out of this. Dana's moved on. I think I saw that Dana had a miscarriage. I think this was before that, but let's leave Dana out of that. Um, I will say that Destiny always was kind of shady and snarky in videos that I've seen that had Destiny in them. So,
Period. I don't know if this is gonna get demonetized. I would not be surprised. She was so fucking rude to me. Like, you can ask Dana. So rude to me all the time. And I would be like, Destiny, why do you disrespect me so much while like we're out to dinner and I'm paying for it? So if that's me holding money above someone's head, then fine. She's right. I did. I just felt so disrespected all the time. And it's like, there comes a time where it's like, you love someone so much, like friendship wise. Like, I've had several friends in my life where it's like, I loved them and cared for them so much that I didn't care how bad they made me feel. You accept the love you think you deserve, whether that be in relationships, whether that be in friendships, it doesn't matter. You accept what you think you deserve. And for a long time, I was only
uh,
having friendships that they weren't serving me. And Destiny was one of those people. She took my money, she took my happiness, and she just made me feel like shit. She left me like a fucking raisin. She just took it all and
um, I'll I'll say that Amberlynn is correct in that, we accept what we think we deserve. And if you have friends that treat you like crap and you think you deserve that or think that you can't do better, then you will accept that. Um, like I said, as in some of the videos that I've seen, Destiny was kind of being bitchy and kind of snarky and kind of rude to people in videos. It could just be she didn't want to be recorded. I know during their relationship, Amberlynn posted some really inappropriate things with Destiny, like in the shower or butt crack and stuff. But you know, it's yeah. There's always two sides to the story, and people will give their side, give their view. They always say there's three sides. In this case, her side, and then the truth. And the truth is usually either going to be somewhere in the middle of those two, because each person is going to express their thoughts and feelings and how they see a situation, and they're going to see it two different ways. So, it's without us seeing a lot of things with our own eyes to see how things played out, it's very difficult. Um, I absolutely can see Amberlynn giving Destiny money to come see her and hang out because she wanted her in her life. And I could see Destiny being bitchy and standoffish because of how things ended and the way that Amberlynn had been treating her towards the end. According to Destiny, Amberlynn was emotionally, verbally abusive and just not a good partner.
in vlogs, I would show this like happy side of me and I would be laughing and this and that, but like deep down, like that shit was fake. That was so fake. And it's because Destiny made me feel like
Sorry if you heard my straw.
shit all the time. And people ask, why are you still friends with Dana? Because Dana never made me feel that way. Dana never made me feel like shit. Like Destiny would be hella rude to me and Dana would call Destiny out on her shit. Like Dana was kind to me. She was there for me and she still is. Dana is an amazing person and an
Dana seems like a very sweet person.
amazing friend and I will stand by that. And that just goes to show like while Dana and Destiny were together, Destiny never went on YouTube to talk bad about me. She never shared any personal
No,
information, nothing. And now that her and Dana aren't together anymore, she's coming out with all this personal stuff that is like nobody's business. I also have personal things that I could say about Destiny. One comes to my mind right now that literally tears me to pieces that would make everybody hate her. But I am not that person and I won't.
there's no reason to do a tit for tat. Destiny's probably coming out with these things now because it's been long enough. But it's like talking about how Amberlynn was back then does not mean Amberlynn is still that same person now. But we do see glimpses of that, kind of the abusiveness towards Becky, and from what Destiny's saying with the abusiveness to the abusiveness toward her. But it's been so long. I don't know. It's like why now?
Be that person. That is why I continue to say, like, I am only here to share my side of the story, the things that happened to me. Oh, sorry. I'm only here to
Don't know what
yeah,
wifey said.
sorry. You got me distracted. Um, and I don't care if you know, it was hard. I actually had a breakdown about this whole thing because I had a moment where I was like, no one's gonna believe me. No.
So here, people saying Destiny has a right to share her story. Absolutely. But Amberlynn hasn't said anything about Destiny in a very long time. So it's like, why is Destiny coming out with this now? Um, it's just very odd timing for Destiny to be doing this now, to be saying, oh, let's talk about my relationship with Amberlynn. People have wanted Becky to talk about her relationship with Amberlynn, and Becky has not done it. So it's just the timing's very suspect. But yes, Destiny has an absolute right to tell her story because her relationship with Amberlynn was her relationship, and she has a right to talk about it. But she seems to be talking more about Amberlynn. Like the tidbits she shares about herself is like, oh, I wanted to get my hair cut, but I didn't. You know what? It, I don't know.
Matter what I say, no one is gonna believe me because like it's so easy to hate me. Like I am a villain and I am trying to leave
Am I the villain?
that, but people have made me a villain. And it's like no matter what I do, no matter what type of content I make, no matter what I talk about, I will always be that person because it's so fucking easy for Amberlynn Reed to be the villain. And it's like I was talking about it with Feline where it's like no matter what I do, people think I'm manipulating, whether that be I come on here and I'm happy. I'm manipulating my audience. I come on here and I'm vulnerable and I cry. I'm manipulating my audience. There's never like a chance for me to just be me and to just be raw and honest and
You can do whatever you want at your channel. You're always going to have people that don't believe you. Um, it's because people don't want to believe Amberlynn, but Amberlynn always paints herself as the victim. She never admits or thinks anything is her fault. That's the problem. So I, I don't know.
for it to just be like this is it. This is exactly how Amberlynn feels and this is the truth and this I never get that chance. And I'm afraid I never will. But all I literally can do is just be myself and to share my side of the story. And it's like, I'm not here to sit here and lie.
All the videos you uploaded were your side of the story. I mean, it's always been your side of the story. At least what we saw publicly. I mean, she hasn't talked about things that we didn't see off screen. But whenever she does, things that happened were never ever her fault. And she had no role to play in anything negative that happened.
I'm not here to sit here and or any of that because you know how easy it would be for me to say, yeah, I showered. She's a fucking liar. Like, you know how hard it is for me, like in front of over 2,000 people, to sit here and say for a few months I was not able to like get in the shower as like a normal modern day person. I was not able to do that because of my size. Do you know how hard that is? And
I
it's like
mean,
I just want my side to also be known and it's just like I know deep down that like
but if it
thousands and
matches,
thousands of people are only going to believe.
somebody just said in a super chat that Eric and Ricky just posted a video about you. Did they?
It says that ads are gonna start. I don't know what that means. Sorry. If ads start, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Um, I mean, I know what that means, but I've never seen that happen before. Um, so it's like no matter what I do, it's like sorry, I just read someone calling me a victim, and it's like that's just a perfect example of that. No matter what I do or say, um, to some people, I will only ever be that a victim.
Because that's how you portray yourself. You're always the victim. Nothing's ever your fault.
So, is there like ads on? right now. Like, I know what ads are, I'm not dumb, but I just didn't know that they did that in live streams.
Well, no, they might pop up in the replay though.
You're making progress. Thank you.
Sometimes.
I am. Like, I am. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that.
Lots of things in the chat, lots of Snowflake still.
Like, if there are ads, I don't want to say anything important while they're on because I want everyone to hear me.
No, they won't play while you're. Oh, here we go, Mr. Snowflake again.
Oh, there's no ads?
No ads.
Twinkie's right there. Look at her.
Yeah, why do people say show Twinkie?
And then Rarity's laying in the windowsill. Wasabi was behind me, but I don't know where he went. I'm just saying that this brush, I know we don't support Temu around here, but you can find this brush on like other websites. Do it. For a long-haired cat, like we brush Wasabi like all the time.
It's a pretty cool brush. I like it.
Practically daily. And it's like no brushes because his hair, like he has so much, so thick and it's long. No brush has ever done as good as this one. So don't get it off of Temu. You can find this, I swear. Other websites. Yeah, at pet stores.
A lot of people asking about Mr. Snowflake.
I hope you'd read my DM on your Insta. I feel that you're between two rock walls. You do right, it's not good. You do left, it's not good. I wish all the best for you. I love watching your journey. Thank you so much.
I don't know
and yes,
Mr.
that is
Snowflake
exactly
said.
literally how it feels for me. Is
Does somebody bring up Mr. Snowflake in one of her Q&As on Instagram? Because I don't know what. I don't know what he said. It's kind of annoying, but oh well.
No matter what I do, like I talk about this in therapy. Like I talk about YouTube in therapy.
I'm sure you do.
Because it's not like there comes a time where it's like things just get too hard. Like I want to be able to read my comments without feeling like I'm about to have an anxiety attack. I shouldn't have to feel that way. And I feel like this big disconnect between me and my audience. Like there are things I want to talk about and things I want to do and like all this stuff. And it's like,
well,
it's like the best way I can describe it is like, imagine inviting 10 people over to your home.
Because of the type of environment that you've created around you, it's difficult to do that. The only way that she's going to be able to do that is to ignore all comments on her videos and just do her thing. And, the people that support her, that she wants to listen to, will support her. But she won't be able to read any positive feedback or negative if she ignores all the comments. But for her own mental health, if she stops addressing the haters and all the negativity, it will slow down eventually. I've seen people in this chat. Some of them are being very, very rude. But still.
Home. And 9 of them just treat you like shit. You don't want to keep inviting them over. So I'm having a hard time. Like, I'm just having a hard time.
Well,
I'm just having a hard time.
It's
like that one person out of the 10.
It's an open house. Anybody can come in. You're not inviting them. It's a free for all.
And who like loves me and supports me. I want to just keep them. I want to keep them. And I want them to stay. And I want to talk to them and show them my life and tell them all these good things, but then also share the bad. And it's like the other 9 people, they make me feel so bad. I don't even want to speak. And I talk about this in therapy, and my therapist has made me realize that like,
can you block people on YouTube? I mean, she could block them from commenting if they're just being super nasty and not constructive, but
like, stop filming for the haters. Stop filming for the trolls.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier said than done. So much easier.
Of course it is, because she feels the need she has to defend herself. But if they're just saying stupid shit, what's the point? Just let it go.
It's insane. And I am working on that, and I am getting better with that, and I know I'm improving, but it's still so hard. My therapist did say that. Me and my therapist also talked about cake gate. We did. And,
All
you
right.
know, so many people disagreed with the way that I handled cake gate, even myself. To this day, I wish I would have just thrown away the food, given away the food, not shown it on camera. And but regardless of the way that I acted, I still stand by, um, I'm not 750 pounds, but thank you.
There was a screenshot that I saw during the whole cake gate that part of the coffee cake was missing. If you zoomed in on it, maybe wifey had some pieces of coffee cake. This Lenny Kilmeister person is being an absolute dick in the chat.
Um, that person wears the same shirt every day. Sorry, I just got distracted. Like someone calling me 750 pounds, people outside walking, you know how it goes. What was I saying? Ugh,
Cake gate.
no, not 700. Like I literally am weighing myself at an actual like weight loss clinic, and I'm uploading those videos for you guys, and I can't fake a weigh in on those scales, so you guys know my true weight.
Yep.
What was I saying about cake gate? Oh yeah, the way I handled it, I don't even agree with. Um, I wish I would have done it differently. But the way I feel
Yeah.
about the situation still stays the same. And my therapist agrees with the way that I feel. Like, you should not send someone trying to get weight loss surgery food. And a lot of people wanted me to put like a disclaimer on my videos. And ever
And
since I've done
you've put
that,
that in now.
um, I've gotten more food. Ever since I have started saying, don't send me food, I have gotten even more. I have gotten honey buns. I have gotten ho-hos. I've gotten like this whole huge bag of like little tiny.
Young dumb honey bun. They're sitting honey buns. When you get things like that, if they're unopened, donate them. Donate them to a food shelter or some or a homeless shelter or a food bank.
Candies. Like I have gotten Hawaiian cake. Like it has been the most random foods. And it's ever since I started putting the disclaimer, don't send me food. And I knew that was going to happen. That is one of the biggest reasons why I prolonged for so long putting that disclaimer, because sometimes when you put a disclaimer, it just like puts it in people's minds. And I have never received so much food ever since I've started doing that. And it just goes to show where people's hearts are, where people's minds are. And it's hard and it's frustrating, but
Somebody asked, can I mail some feta croissants? No. No, you can't.
I haven't showed a single piece of that food. I give it away. I open it, give it away. And Feline
Okay,
says
good.
that if she ever notices that I am getting anything, like sometimes she'll go through the P.O. box stuff before me, if I don't feel mentally well to do so. And she'll get rid of anything that she feels like is a troll or will trigger me or anything like that. Like she's very helpful in that way. And yeah, it
Okay.
just goes to show where people's hearts are. And um the only thing
Well,
I can do.
maybe that's what you need to start doing, and then people will stop doing it if they're like, "Oh, Amberlin's not even seeing this." Then maybe they'll stop sending food if it's being malicious. So,
Is control myself, and I can't control other people and how they decide to live their life and what they spend their money on and how they treat me. I can only control myself. So, um
uh, Mr. Snowflake over here asking if she's going to apologize to SA victims.
hey girl, I sent you the wax warmer that says warm. It's my favorite scent at Bath and Body in the fall, and I thought you might like it. Yes, I actually got that. I love it so much. Thank you. It's so sweet. I would close the PO box. It doesn't seem worth it. It's so worth it. Like every letter that I get, anything that people send me, like it's so sweet. Um, like absolutely adore the letters. It's totally worth it. And I I don't let people stop me from doing something that I love. And I love receiving letters from you guys. It's great
Okay.
connection. Um, so yeah. I will not be talking about Snowflake. I absolutely despise him and everything that he is. He is
All right, so now we're addressing the Mr. Snowflake. She despises him. Okay,
by far the worst reactor there is.
really.
And I say that because of some of the thumbnails that he does and bringing up things the way that I was 15 years ago. He is disgusting, and that's all I will say
And he is in the chat.
about him.
All right, that's funny because he's in the chat. I need to go have some dinner and put some stuff out while I wait for a box to be delivered. But we're going to come back with part 2 here after this. So this will be the end of part 1. We're 40 minutes into the video. So far, she's addressed Destiny's mom attacking her. It shouldn't have happened. But there were better ways. I mean, maybe if she was more respectful to Destiny's mother, maybe it wouldn't have happened. But then again, you don't want to blame somebody for being attacked physically when they're being attacked. Interesting that she thinks Mr. Snowflake is one of the worst and she despises him and thinks he's awful. Again, I've never seen a single one of his videos, so I don't know. I just know that he is in the Narc Alerts Discord, and apparently Mr. Snowflake and the Narc Alert are buddies. So I don't know. But we will come back to this in a little bit and be on part 2. So until then, be safe and take care.